Hi, I'm Janis Jibrin, the Best Life Lead Nutritionist. When finances are tight and you can't afford a gym, or when time is tight and you can't afford to get to the gym, sometimes the living room is your best alternative. A few months ago, I had 3 personal training sessions that have made me stronger, toner, love them. And I had them at my gym with the head personal trainer, Ryan Stitt. So I have brought him here to my living room.
Hi,
Hello,
Janis.
Ryan. Hi, nice to see you.
Thank you for inviting me.
And you are going to be giving us a living room workout, correct?
Yes.
Right.
And your living room is very pink, but just because the living room is pink doesn't mean we're going to get a wimpy workout. Where the video is going to last 2 or 3 minutes, but what I'll do is show all the exercises so you can repeat them at your home and get a full 20-minute strength and conditioning workout. A little bit of lower body, a little bit of upper body.
Fantastic. Great. So you ready?
Yes.
All right, take it away.
Ready to go. So the most basic lower body exercise is the squat. As far as numbers of sets and repetitions that you want to do, eventually you want to work up to where you can do 3 or 4 sets of each exercise with 12 to 15 repetitions per set. But if this is the first strength and conditioning that you've done, start simple, 5 repetitions, 1 or 2 sets, and build up to that 3 or 4 set point. Now the squat is what I want to have you do is sit on the very edge of a chair, love seat, so that your quads are parallel to the ground. You want feet about shoulder width apart, your knees not going over your toes and your back upright. And then you simply want to stand up and sit down. You're pushing up out of your heels, keeping that back upright, being careful not to let those knees go over the toes. Now for a little extra challenge, you can go slower. You can pause at the bottom. You don't want to sit all the way down on the chair so that back is upright. You're sitting up and standing down with a little brief pause at the bottom and up. 12 or 15 times, 3 or 4 sets, and that's the basic squat. That's for your quads and also toning your glutes. All right, the second exercise we're going to do for our lower body is also for our glutes, but also the hamstrings, the backs of the legs. Hip presses on a small piece of furniture. So what you want to do is find a stool, a low-lying piece of furniture, 12 to 18 inches off the ground that you can put your heels up onto. So scoot your butt up close to the piece of furniture with your heels up onto the edge. And what you want to do is relaxing the back, relaxing the upper body, push those heels and lift your body up into a nice straight line from your shoulders to your knees. If the piece of furniture is too tall, find a shorter piece. You don't want to throw your back into it and arch your back too much. The lifting comes from the backs of the legs by pressing your heels into the bench. To make it a little bit more challenging, you can pause briefly up at the top, slow on the way down, pause up at the top, squeezing those hamstrings, and slow on the way back down. For a real extra challenge, you can do them one leg at a time, but you'll want to build up to that so that you can do 12 to 15 reps of that exercise. So moving on to the abdominals or core area, we're going to do the basic crunch. So in a similar position to where we were before, but just leave those feet suspended up in the air, your back relaxed along the ground. You'll support your head with your hands, but not pushing forward on your neck, just as a gentle lifting up. Your abs are lifting your shoulder blades up and down, and you're crunching, lifting your forehead up towards the ceiling. Again, a brief pause up at the top of the movement and slow on the way back down. These muscles here are your rectus abdominis, the primary abdominal muscle, and you just want to squeeze those and lift those shoulder blades up and slow on the way back down. Again, not pushing forward with the hands, but just providing a little bit of support to the head and neck with the hands. And complete 12 to 15 reps, 3 or 4 sets of that exercise. All right, moving along to upper body, one of the most basic upper body movements is the push-up. Now, a full push-up on the floor is quite difficult and requires a lot of upper body strength, but a great place to start is on the back of a couch or on a table. So find a surface that's at about waist height for you. Position your body so that your hands are a little bit wider than shoulder width apart, and in the down push-up position, the table or sofa is hitting you at about the top of the chest. Now you want your body to stay in a nice straight line, tuck that belly button in and firm up that core so your body's in a nice flat plank, and then push up. You don't need to lower your body all the way down till your hands are behind your shoulders. About an inch or so off of the chest is good. And then exhale as you press your body up. Inhaling on the way down, exhaling on the way up. And there's a basic push-up. The push-up is great for chest, shoulders, triceps, and that's a pretty basic way to start. Now, step 2 would be to be push-ups on the ground, but on your knees. Again, maintaining that straight line between the knees and the shoulders. And then when you're able to do 12 to 15 modified push-ups like that, move on to the real thing on the ground. The second upper body exercise we're going to do is a row. Now, we just got done doing push-ups, which is a pushing motion for chest, shoulders, and triceps. And now we're going to do the opposing muscle groups, forearms, biceps, and back with a row. Now, I said that we had everything for this workout in your living room, and I've cheated just a little bit. I brought an elastic band from the gym, but you can pick one of these up at any sporting goods store relatively cheaply, $9 to $12. And it's a great way to give yourself some resistance to some of these moves. Now, for the row, find a place to anchor this elastic band. This might be a little bit low, but it's what we have to work with in this living room. Anywhere in this waist height is a good height. And is what you'll do is back away from this anchored spot, squat into it a little bit, keeping the back upright, and pulling those handles right to your armpits. Squeeze those shoulder blades together, and slow on the way back down. Again, you're squeezing your shoulder blades together, feeling it in the upper back and biceps, and slow on the way back down. If you need a little extra challenge, is what you'll do is step further away from where the band is anchored. Work your way up. You want 12 to 15 reps, and if you can do that without too much trouble, scooch it back another foot. So the last exercise today is going to be another core exercise. We already did crunches for your rectus abdominis, those abdominal muscles, but an equally important part of the core is your lower back. So for those, we're going to do Supermans. Just lay face down on the ground, or a mat if you need a little bit extra cushioning. Put your hands up above your head, and you're using your lower back muscles to gently lift up your hands and your feet. Just like crunches, you don't want to put a lot of pressure on the lower spine by whipping yourself back and forth, but gently lift the arms and the feet off the ground and lower them back down. Again, 12 to 15 reps, and if you need a little extra challenge, just pause there at the top for a little bit longer and then slow on the way back down. Again, the balance between the abdominals and your lower back is very important, so don't forget this important exercise.
Ryan, Supermans? You were holding out on me. We didn't do that in our sessions.
That one and about 50 others. The possibilities really are endless. And today we just had time to cover 6 basics, covering all of the major muscle groups,
Yep.
2 for legs, 2 for core, 2 for upper body. But you're right, the possibilities are endless.
All right, so if our Best Life viewers get tired of this routine, will you come back and show us some more?
Absolutely, I'd love to.
Thank you very much. Watch Ryan's videos and lots of other videos on thebestlife.com. Thanks for watching.